Music with Mr. Eldred, even though he is not in the room. Music with Mr. Eldred. It's a video link, it's a little like Zoom. Yeah.
Welcome, Newington, to what only can be described as the third singing assembly of the term, with so much to study, sing, and certainly words to learn. I guess I better get on right away. Well, that is what them people say, or else it might be the end of the day. Won't you give me a hey, hey, hey?
Hey, hey, hey!
Hey, hey, hey!
Hey, hey, hey!
Ho, ho, ho! Ho, ho, ho! It's too early for that malarkey, you know. Let's warm up our voices in our customary ways. We say, everywhere we go, people always ask us, who we are, where we come from. So we tell them, we're from Newington, Ambition Newington, Aspiration Newington, Achievement Newington. And if they cannot hear us, sing a little louder, sing a little prouder, we go, oh, 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 hey, oh, Billiam. Ma, well, the first song, as we say, is our little new song about Team Newington. We looked at this in so much detail last week. I'm sure you had it singing in your sleep, inscribed on the little eyelids. When you close your eyes, you probably saw Team Newington written on your very eyelids there. We sang it so much. This week we're going to do a performance. Just want to tidy up a few little bits. Starts off, teamwork is when we pull together, when we learn to share our talents with each other. We are all individuals, all unique with special skills. But the thing that makes the dream is when we work as a team. So there's not too many problems there. The next bit's slightly problematic. It's a big list, like my shopping list. It's all about what we are. We are readers, writers, football stars and dreamers. We are athletes, artists, scientists, historians, poets, dancers, whizzes at timetables. We are thinkers, planners, confident and able. But the thing that makes the dream is when you got it. Okay, let me say Team Newington. Now it's this next bit that can trip us up a little bit. It's hey, what a beautiful day to get together and be a treasure part of a team. It's too early in the morning to get those notes perfect. I'm sorry, I'll try and do some auto-tune on it later. So it goes, but to get the general gist is, hey, what a beautiful day to get together and be. And that B is a short B. You can imagine a tiny little B. B, to get together and be a treasure part of a team. That's stretched out. Team. Tend to swimming if you like. Team. I don't know why. So it goes, hey, what a beautiful day to get together and be a treasure part of a team. Team Newington. Okay, so the B is short, the team is dragged out. Team. Okay, to get together and be a treasure part of a team. Can you do that little dance with me? To get together and be, just to remind yourself, a treasure part of a team. Yeah! Team Newington! Team Newington! Team Newington! Yeah! Put that together, it sounds like this. It says, hey! What a beautiful day to get together Did we get that? Did we master it? Did we got it all in there? Because that's the whole song. And now we're ready for our performance. That won't take long. Blah, 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 blah. So stand up nice and straight. What would be lovely and really cool is if every room can hear these words throughout the whole school. Everybody's singing Team Newington. Amazing. So, sing nice and loud and proud, but don't shout, don't shout. We've got to keep our singing at a reasonable level to keep ourselves fit and well. Okay, so right from the beginning, raise the roof is twice on through. Let's really enjoy our new Team Newington song. And remember, younger years, the thing that makes the dream is when we work as a team, yeah! Okay, right from the beginning it says, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Teamwork is when we pull together, when we learn to share our talents with each other. We are all individuals, all unique with special skills. But the thing that makes the dream is when we work as a team. It's quite fast, isn't it? I know the lyric video is quite slow because I was supposed to teach you the words first. But I think it should be this sort of pace. I might slow it down just a little bit for the next bit because it's a big list. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We are readers, writers, football stars and dreamers. We are athletes, artists, scientists, historians, poets, dancers, wizards at timetables. We are thinkers, planners, confident and able. The thing that makes the dream is when we work as a team. Who are we? Team Newington, hey! What a beautiful day to get together and be a treasured part of a team. Team Newington, and you're all welcome to join 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 Team Newington. Now let's do that last bit again, but I wonder, ladies, could you this week, could you sing, you're all welcome to join Team Newington, you're all welcome to join Team Newington, and you're all welcome to join Team Newington, and you're all welcome to join Team Newington. Gentlemen, could you sing? Team Newington! Team Newington! Team Newington! Team Newington! So we've got to blend the voices. The ladies doing the rather harmonical, beautiful angelic. You're all welcome to join. And then there's sort of more Team Newington. And next week we'll swap it round. We'll swap the gender roles, okay? So ladies, you ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You're all welcome to join Team Newington. And you're all welcome to join Team Newington. And you're all welcome to join Team Newington. And you're all welcome to join Team Newington. So second time through, see if you remember. Ladies singing that, you're all welcome to join. Gentlemen shout and singing this week, Team Newington. Okay, you ready? Right from the beginning, teamwork is when we pull together. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Teamwork is when we pull together, when we learn to share our talents with each other. We are all individuals, all unique with special skills. But the thing that makes the dream is when we work as a team. We are readers, writers, football stars and dreamers. We are athletes, artists, scientists, historians, poets, dancers, wizards at our tables. We are thinkers, planners, confident and able. But the thing that makes the dream is when we work as a team. We're Team Newington, hey! What a beautiful day to get together and be a special part of a team. We're Team Newington, ladies, and we're all welcome to Team Newington, and we're all welcome to join Team Newington, and you're all welcome to join house a huge silent clap. And tell the person next to you, you are a superstar. You are the best by far. What really makes the dream is when we work as a team. I'll forever getting these lyrics wrong, aren't I?
Newington AAA Radio, ambition and achievement and aspiration. Newington AAA Radio, ambition and achievement and aspiration.
Our next song was a polite request from Mr. Knight with a silent K at the start of his name. Shall we remind ourselves of his message that he kindly sent last week?
Oi, Mr. Eldred, play Cauliflower's Fluffy, now!
Well, Mr. Knight, of course, not only are we going to do Cauliflower's Fluffy for you, we're going to do the whole 3 verses, some of which are relatively unknown. This is a wonderful song. It is quite wordy. So in the olden days, we used to be a little bit lazy. We used to sing the first verse 3 times, but not now. We're Ambition Newington, we're Aspiration Newington, we're Achievement Newington. We're going to sing all 3 verses so we get totally confused. Now the bit that doesn't change, every time we sing it says, the apples are ripe, the plums are red, the broad beans sleeping in the blankety bed. The apples are ripe, the plums are red, the broad beans sleeping in the blankety bed. The apples are ripe, the plums are red, the broad beans sleeping in the blankety bed. I repeat every time, it's the other bits that change. It starts off, it says, cauliflower's fluffy, the cabbage is green. Do you remember that? Strawberries sweeter than any I've seen. Strawberries, sweet strawberries, the taste of summer. Beetroot purple and onions white, all grow steadily day and night. Then there's the bit that repeats. The apples are ripe, the plums are red, the broad beans sleeping in a blankety bed. So we try the whole chorus together. Whole verse together. And remember, so the bit that repeats is, the apples are ripe, the plums are red, the broad beans are sleeping in the blankety bed. So if the younger years we could master that, and I'll do it in class this week, we're gonna go, the apples are ripe, the plums are red, the broad beans are sleeping in the blankety bed. I can see Mr. Knight's big beaming smile as we're all singing his favourite song. Are you ready? So it goes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cauliflower's fluffy, and cabbage is green. Strawberries sweeter than any I've seen. Beetroot purple and onions white, all grow steadily day and night. The apples are ripe, the plums are red, the broad beans sleeping in the blankety bed. Yeah, now I know it's very wordy, but I know you get the hang of this. Second bit says, blackberries are juicy and rhubarb sour. That's why we have custard and rhubarb. It says blackberries are juicy and rhubarb sour. Blackberries are juicy and rhubarb sour. Marrow's fattening, hour by hour. Marrow's fattening, it's not fattening. The way you're singing is fattening, fattening. It's kind of street talk. Yeah, fattening. Hey man, the marrow's fattening, rather than fattening, as you would say in the Andrew household. So it says, blackberries are juicy and rhubarb sour. Marrow's fattening, hour by hour. Gooseberry's hairy. It's not a very good advert for gooseberry, is it? Gooseberry's hairy. Oh, do you fancy a gooseberry? It's really hairy. But there you go, it's quite memorable. Gooseberry's merry and Mary, not Mary. Gooseberry's hairy and lettuce is fat. So gooseberries hairy, lettuce is fat. It's probably put you off gooseberries for life. Radish is round and runner beans flat. So it goes, blackberries juicy and rhubarb sour. Marrow's fattening hour by hour. Gooseberries hairy and lettuce is fat. radishes round and runner beans flat. The apples are ripe, the plums are red, the broad beans sleeping in a blankety bed. Should we try that whole verse? Let's hear it. We do it nice and slowly. See how much you can remember. Blackberries are juicy and rhubarb sour. Marrows fattening hour by hour. Gooseberries hairy and lettuce is fat. Radishes round and runner beans flat. The apples are ripe, the plums are red. Yeah, broad beans sleeping in the blankety bed. Now the last verse is a lot of fun. It says, orangey carrots and turnips cream. Have to eat those carrots to see in the dark, don't we, for those autumnal nights. Reddening tomatoes that used to be green. Those tomatoes start off green and they go lovely, beautiful, juicy red when you bite into a delicious tomato. What's your favourite tomato? Plum? Cherry? Then it says, brown potatoes in little heaps, down in the darkness where the celery sleeps. Celery, that's an acquired taste, isn't it? It's quite welcome to sleep. It says, orangey carrots and turnips cream, reddening tomatoes that used to be green, brown potatoes in little heaps, down in the darkness where the celery sleeps. And then it says, the apples are ripe, the plums are red, the broad beans sleeping in the blankety bed. And then it repeats, broad beans sleeping in the blankety bed. And then it repeats one more time, broad beans sleeping in the blankety bed. And then you do for one time the thing that I know you love doing more than anything is get those jazz hands and go, yeah, woo! I don't know what it is about, doing that, but people love it. Yeah! Perhaps we should all bounce out of bed in the morning this week and just go, yeah! It could create for a positive world, couldn't it? So the last verse says, the ending goes, the apples are ripe, the plums are red, a broad bean sleeping in the blankety bed, a broad bean sleeping in the blankety bed, broad bean sleeping in the blankety bed, yeah! Whoa! So now let's do the performance from Cauliflower's Fluffy all the way down to the ending. Big jazz hand finish! Woo! Okay, and please, Mr. Knight, because it is his truly favourite song. Cauliflower's Fluffy, a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Cauliflower's fluffy, the cabbage is green. Strawberries sweeter than any I've seen. Beetroot purple and onions white. All grow steadily day and night. The apples are ripe, the plums are red. The broad beans sleeping in the blankety bed. Good. Now we're going to look at those harder words. Blackberries are juicy and rhubarb sour. Marrows fattening hour by hour. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Blackberries are juicy and rhubarb sour. Marrows fattening hour by hour. Gooseberries hairy and lettuce is fat. Radishes round and runner beans flat. The apples are ripe, the plums are red. The broad beans sleeping in the blankety bed. How'd you go with the second verse? The third verse says, orangey carrots, turnips cream, reddening tomatoes that used to be green, brown potatoes in little heaps, down in the darkness where the celery sleeps. Orangey carrots and turnips cream, reddening tomatoes that used to be green, brown potatoes in little heaps, down in the darkness where the celery sleeps. The apples are ripe, the plums are red, the broad beans sleeping in the blankety bed. Repeat, broad beans sleeping in the blankety bed. Yeah, broad beans sleeping in the blankety bed. Yeah. You truly brought that house down. One thing I've been thinking about a lot this week is just how is Miss Berryman getting on with a new poetic fitness regime?
Mr. Eldred, it's come to my attention that you're trying out new Harvest songs, and there's one I'd really like to mention. I learnt it in school. Oh, please excuse my cheek. I think it's called Autumn Days. Could we learn it next week?
How could I refuse the Queen of Poetry Corner? Keep well, keep happy, keep safe, and I will see you next week for Singing Assembly and see you next week in the real world. It has been absolutely fantastic to see you and be in the same room as you. Keep well, keep happy. Goodbye.
Music with Mr. Eldred, even though he is not in the room. Music with Mr. Eldred. It's a video link, it's a little like Zoom. Yeah.